Hello, hi everyone. So myself Balu, I'm a senior network engineer in Zoom Technologies. So CCNA is a program developed for network engineers to improve, to evaluate our networking knowledge. So which is helps to adding your values to any organization networks, right? The new name, it's actually CCNA is a Cisco Certified Network Associative. The new name for CCNA is implementing and administering Cisco solutions. So which is recently upgraded by Cisco. Now Cisco certification training programs. The tracks, let's say very starting level is a entry level, associate level, professional, expert, and architect level, right? So what are the levels here is entry level. Starting point for individuals interested in starting a career as network engineer, network and professionals. It's very starting point actually, depends upon individuals. So once you're done your entry level training program, you'll go for associate level training program. So associate level program here we are going to expanding your job opportunities, job possibilities with the latest technologies, right? Now professional. So once your associate level is training is done, now professional training, professional CCNP we call it is. This is a CCENT and this is CCNA, this is CCNP, Cisco Certified Network Professional. So here we are going to selecting one a core technology track, and we are going to focus a concentration technology to become on customizing your professional level certification program. Actually, right? The next is CCIE, Cisco Certified Internetwork Expert. So the CCIE certification is accepted worldwide as a most prestigious certification in technology industry. The highest level of Cisco is Arctic. CCAR we call it is a CCAR. All the training program. So we are going to starting from CCNA, which is associate level training program. Then how to start your career networking field? So many we have is some common questions like how we'll start this or networking career in networking field. So the simple answer is CCNA provides a strong foundation in networking. So CCNA is a career certification available for to become the professional network engineers. So only one answer is your CCNA program provides a strong foundation in any networking. So we have a what is CCNA? Cisco Certified Network Associative. What is the main aim of CCNA is you're going to become network support engineers, network engineers, network administrators, network specialists. These are all the different job roles. These are main aim for CCNA. And Cisco training programs like we have security, wireless, voice, troubleshoot, switch, root. So in our program, in this program, we are going to cover up like Cisco security, introduction to wireless, introduction to voice, like complete technology about switching, routing, and some network troubleshoot. We are going to cover up these all the tracks actually, you know. So routing and LAN technologies will be covered. So in these technologies, we are going to discuss about what is router, types of router, functions of router, and router internal components, external components, like each or every port, how to connect it, how to configure it, like LAN interface, WAN interface, admin ports, console port, all about routers and router introduction. And routing technologies means when the traffic is being coming from the outside or inside, traffic is being generated, how to switch it, how to forward it, what are the configurations are required, what are the protocols are involved. Like to reach some destination from site 1 to site 2, to reach a destination, if you have a multiple paths, how to choose, how to find a shortest route for data traffic. So that is going to finding in a routing technologies, a routing method, like we have IGP and EGP. So few examples are like RIP, OSPF, EHRP protocols. So this each and every protocol we will clearly discuss in our sessions actually. Not only that, LAN technologies. Like if we say a small network or medium network, so in your LAN, local area network, how to connect the devices. Like all devices are connected through wired or wireless. Then how to manage our local network. So all those things we'll discuss in LAN technologies actually. So later, once you have a knowledge on how network is being forming and what are the essential are required, then network security. How traffic is going to reaching via internet, what type of threats are being happen, so that network security will be discussed and how to control some traffic. Like so user is accessing the Facebook in employee, how to drop it, how to block the traffic. So HTTP services, FTP services. So that person should access a mail service, but should not access FTP service. We can control it by implementing some ACLs. So those things we'll discuss in security by creating some strong encrypted passwords to the router. So outside persons or inside persons should not access our router. Only authorized persons have to access our router. Then you can encrypt the passwords. These things we'll discuss in about security concepts actually. And we'll see some wireless technologies, how all wireless devices like a wireless printer, wireless cameras, wireless printers, like all those things are connected to local network or connected to uh, wireless LAN, how they are connected and how they are communicating. So what is the frequency ranges and what is the speed of it? What type of components are required? Wireless access points or wireless controller. So finally, how exactly your wireless technology. So we'll discuss based upon these topics also. And voice, like IP phones, the production network, like how to transmission the voice data and voice also to the LAN, to the network. So via network, how can transmission voice, that things we can discuss, and how data centers are being connected. So how they are designed, how they are connected. So introduction, some little bit of data centers also we will discuss actually, right? Then how will benefit of this course? So when you are doing this CCNA course, so how will be benefit? So we are going to learning knowledge and skills to install the and configure and operate a small to medium sited networks. So we can gain the full knowledge about how to work with the medium to small to medium networks, right? So how to configure the devices and how to install the devices and how to operate that, how to maintain this. These are all the skills we are going to learn. So this type of access layer switches, distribution layer switches, core layer switches, the LAN, autonomous access points. You're going to these devices, how to configure, how to install, and how to operate these devices. We will learn about this actually. And why CCNA? So it will be benefit of professional. What are the professional level benefits? So we can gain with good knowledge on career advancement. High salaries will be benefits, and even our job security also, because we are going to working with the latest technologies, right? As a network engineer, we have a good chance to work with the latest technologies. So not only professional, even the personal also will be benefit. Prestigious jobs, personal satisfaction, like our self-confidence is increased because of when you are solving a customer problems. If any trouble is there, you're going to troubleshoot, you're going to find out and solve it, fix it. Then you can feel some like we are going to learning some advanced, right? So personally also we have a lot of benefits here actually. So are you ready, guys? Like if you are ready to start your career in a Cisco network, to change your life with a Cisco network, then what is your first step? So what is your first step into IT career? So who are really seriously planning to start your career in IT? So what is your first step? So many we have so many doubts, right? So so what is the first step means? IT essentials are required. So we need to learn how to build and set up a computer and connect it to securely to the network. We know how to connect the device to the network, but thing is what? How to build and set up computer connect to securely to the network. That is the point actually. So IT essential covers. So these IT essentials is going to cover fundamental computers and career skills for entry level IT jobs. What are the entry level IT jobs? So who should enroll this? Like few people will think I am a non-technical background. I don't have any knowledge on the networking, have a no knowledge. So now I'm decided to start my career in the networking. So can I do that, or I need any prerequisite, any qualification? So let me see these things. So who should enroll means like there is no prerequisites here. So what are the job roles means? Once you are done, your CCNA course, help desk operators, entry-level network technicians jobs are available, network support technicians, network support engineer, right? So all are different job roles are available actually. Everyone can be enroll this training program. Right? Next point is what you learn in this course. So what you're going to learn in this course. So this training program gives a broad range of fundamental knowledge for all IT careers. So this course is a combination of lecture and hands-on labs and self-studies also, right? So we are going to learning how to install and how to operate and how to configure and verify basic IPv4 and IPv6 networks. So not only IPv4, you are going to working with what IPv4 and IPv6 both actually. Not only that, this course can covers configuration of network components like a such as switches, routers, wireless access points, right? And managing networking devices and some identifying basic security threats. What type of threats are available in the security? We are going to find out that. So this course helps you prepare to take. This course is going to prepare to take exam of 200 301, the CCNA 200 301 exam. So by passing off this one exam, you learn CCNA certification, actually, right? So we are going to learning network fundamentals and advanced concepts with hands-on practice and some simulations. We are using here Cisco Packet Tracer software to develop your skills. The CCNA 200 301 curriculum is a gateway to entry-level network jobs and IT careers. Right? So we are going to developing working knowledge on network fundamentals, network access, IP connectivity, IP services, and security fundamentals with hands-on labs. So finally, CCNA is a great foundation to start a career in networking jobs and IT careers. Clear? So I repeat once again, like what are the job roles are available once you're done your CCNA training program is entry level network engineers are and network administrators, network support technician, help desk how devices are being connected, how to configure it means LAN technologies, let's say. IP connectivity means routing technologies. So site one, site two, branch one, branch two, head office, like how to maintain a large enterprise networks, how many routers are required, like how traffic is moving, routing protocols, those things will comes under IP connectivity. And IP services, like how to get logs information. So in the network, whatever happening in the network, and a link is been down, we'll get one update. And a link is being activated, we'll get one update. So any changes happens, we'll get update, which is a syslog, and all network devices are being synchronized with the same date and time by using some NTP services and DHCP services and SMTP services. These services we'll discuss here actually. And security fundamentals and basic automation and programmability. So here we have some a few topics here. Identify and components of computer network and describe their basic characteristics. Understanding the model of host-to-host communication, which is a TCP/IP model, right? Like how data transmission happens from one device to another device. Let's say example from your mobile phone, you're chatting with your friends. So let's say hello, hi, friend. The traffic is being generated from your computer, right? How the traffic is reaching to your friend's device? In between, what happening? What type of components are required? What type of technology is required? So those things we'll discuss here. And Cisco Internet Network Operating System software, iOS. This iOS can support for command line interface, right? CLI and GUI mode also, and LAN, roles of switching. Let me explain a small scenario. You'll be understand that. You know, have you seen this device? We are very familiar with the device, right? Because of home internet purpose, we use this called Wi-Fi router, right? So if you closely observe that in the back side, we have a few ports, says a internet port, and remaining all are LAN ports, right? Your device is generally connected to LAN port. These devices we call end user devices. So through wired or wireless also can connect. Now from outside, from internet service provider, they'll provide one cable. So generally they use cable connected to what? Internet port, right? And your ISP is connected to internet. So this is a basic setup, right? Now what we'll do as a user, we just give the power connection. We'll just give the power connection to here. And the basic configuration is what? We'll create some name, which is Wi-Fi name, SSID name, or we'll create some passwords. That's it. So as a user, if you select your SSID and enter the password, you're connected to Wi-Fi router and the traffic can go to ISP, ISP to internet, and internet you can public network, all public servers can communicate, right? The point is, as a user, a traffic to go outside for the user computer required IP address along with a subnet mask and default gateway and even DNS server IP address. But we are not assigning that IP addresses. We are not assigning the manually the subnet mask. Even some non-technical persons, they don't know how to assign the IP address, right? So we are not assigning, but how we are getting IP address? It's just we are configuring is what? SSID name and password. Once you enter the password, then inside this Wi-Fi router, which is pre-configured service called DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration or Control Protocol. So DHCP server, DHCP is a responsibility of providing automatically IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS IP address for DHCP clients. So whenever as a user, your password is being matching for your uh, D-Link router, some any Wi-Fi routers. So what DHCP is doing is, oh, you are my DHCP client. You are my DHCP client. So this server is going to assign automatically IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS server IP address. We no need to assign manually. Let's say example. So DHCP is in network is a 192.168.1.0 network. So what DHCP will do? A router itself will keep one IP for it. So DHCP, your Wi-Fi router is 192.168.1.1 is a router IP. Now from second 1.2 will be assigned for your end user 1, end user 2, end user 3, like number of users. Say this PC IP address 192.168.1.2 and is a class C IP address actually for class C IP network and host portions are first three octets network portion. The last octet is a host portion, right? So means network indicates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once indicates the network is the 8 bits. And host indicate zeros 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each octet 8 bits, right? So all 255 indicates is say all ones indicate sorry. So all one indicates 255. All zeros indicates 0. So and indicates is a 255, 255, 255 dot 0. So this we call subnet mask. So DHCP not only IP address automatically will provide what? Subnet mask also 255.255.255.0. Not only subnet mask, now this uses traffic, how to go to outside. So whenever this user is trying to communicate with a outside, require the gateway address. So all the traffic has to go by a router only. Router is the gateway. The router IP is what? 192.168.1.1. But how to reach Facebook server? How to reach Yahoo server? How to reach Gmail server? Like I don't know website. I know the names only, right? We don't know about IP addresses. So who knows the Facebook IP address? Who knows the Gmail IP address? Like any public website IP address knows the server called DNS. So traffic has to go to DNS and DNS will provide the IP address. Yeah, public DNS. Global DNS is 8.8.8.8 is the IP address. So these all the information we can get automatically from DHCP, right? So for your home purpose or for organizations also, every way DHCP is running. Every networking device, you just connect to network device and we can get automatic IP address. Okay. Now, let me show you small practical how the DHCP has been working. I have some uh, pre-designed topologies there in Cisco Packet Tracer software. So as of now, I didn't assign any IP address for my end user devices. If I click on my computer, desktop, IP configuration, see the command prompt, IP config. At present, I don't have any IP address, right? IP address is 00, subnet mask is 00, default gateway is also what? Zeros. Now, instead of assigning manually, we'll configure DHCP in Cisco router. So generally for your home routers are being pre-configured. Just you purchase one brand new router, it's already pre-configured. We need to do configuration, right? But in the real time, if you go for any enterprise network in organizations, as a network engineer, what is our roles and responsibilities? We need to enable DHCP here, right? Let me show you how to configure DHCP. So this is a Cisco router console. A name is being designed, DHCP server. Let me do some configurations. So next level mode of Cisco is a privilege mode, enable command, and I'm using configure terminal, and I can get some global configuration mode. From here, you can start your configurations. Let me create one pool, DHCP pool, IP DHCP pool. The name can be any name. So example name is a CCNA, is a full name. Now, network space, in which network you want to assign the IP address automatically is network 192.168.1.0 network. And what will be the subnet mask of this network? 255.255.255.0. And what will be the default gateway address? Router IP is a default gateway. So you can configure default hyphen router IP address 192.168.1.1. Okay, fine. What about DNS server? Same. DNS hyphen server. Global DNS is 8.8.8. 8.8.8.8. Like this. Okay. So just if you use the 8 is not accepted, it should be IP format 8.8.8. Now configuration has been finished. Now let me check. I'll use the request for DHCP. Click on DHCP. See here. DHCP request successful. 192.168.1.2 subnet mask, gateway, and DNS server also I got, right? Now once again let me check IP config. Yes. I got automatic IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway also. Same like for second computer. DHCP. See, I got 1.4 subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS server. Similarly, next computer, desktop, DHCP. See, 1.5 I got it. Like this. Like all LAN users, you can use just click on the DHCP, you'll get automatic IP address. Even my physical machine also have a IP address. Let me check that. IP config. So 192.168.0.115 and gateway is 0.1. So how long this IP will be in my computer? When is the exactly is going to expire and when it has been obtained? To know that, slash all IP config slash all. Yeah, here we got the information. Lease obtained 24th August 2020. Lease expires 31st August 2020. Is a lease time actually. No? The time here is showing yearly. Like this. So IP address is 0.115 subnet mask address. So like this in manner, we'll design some topologies, each and every practical. We can go with IPv4, we can go with IPv6 also. So this is how we can configure the DHCP actually. Clear? And our day-wise schedules, what are going to discuss in this course? Day-wise schedules. Let me show you here. In the first few days, network fundamentals will be covered. And here IPv4, IPv6, and TCP/IP. Router introduction, external and internal components of router, initial configuration of router with IPv4 and IPv6, and WAN technologies, WAN topologies, WAN connectivity, WAN configuration, WAN troubleshooting, a complete about WAN configuration will say it, and subnetting, like how to divide a single network into smaller networks to minimize the wastage of IP address. Those subnetting concepts will clearly discussed. An introduction to routing. The routing you are going to cover up with IPv4 and IPv6 also, and OSP of later LAN technologies, which is switching, and security, Cisco security, network services, and some advanced concepts. So these are our concept actually. So hope is everything is clear. Thank you.